Let's do it, Jake. Let's do it. Oh my gosh. Timon. What are you?
That's not Timon.
You grew 50 pounds and went down 3 octaves.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's my bad. I'll work on that.
We've got Timon's friend, Zack, here in the studio with us today. Timon is currently cheating on us with another local Kansas City content creator.
That's right, guys. If we bought this house for $250,000 and we're going...
I thought you were doing Timon at first. It's like, this is not close to how Timon talks. You're doing our Egyptian friend.
I was trying to do Johnny Yusuf. So, guys, I bought this house for $250,000. I put $100,000 into it, and I'm thinking I'm going to sell it for $550,000, and I think it'll be really good. That's way too Indian. Like, that sounds like he works at 7-Eleven, but you know what I mean. It's kind of close to Johnny.
Yes. Well, the only Egyptian I ever knew before Johnny was the Prince of Egypt. So those are the only 2 things I have to go off of.
And how did he talk a lot like Johnny? Or,
Moses?
Yeah, or was he pretty American?
Moses seemed like kind of just like a white actor to me.
Moses might have been from Nebraska, actually.
Zach, let's hear your Egyptian impersonation.
Yeah, get canceled real quick, boy.
Do you know Johnny?
No. No, I do not.
What do you think he sounds like?
I bought this house for $300,000.
Yeah. You nailed it.
I'm going to sell it for $4 million for my people.
For my people.
Let my people sell. Let my people sell.
I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast. So we're back here. Yeah, Timon has had an eventful time. We can talk about him without him being here.
That's week. What's nice.
Let's talk about him behind his back.
Yep. If you're
kind of smelly. like surprisingly smelly.
And when he first started working here, it's like he's 16, he's homeschooled. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course he's gonna stink.
Yeah.
But now he's growing up a little bit. He's starting to get real life jobs. He's got a career on his hands. You got to smell better.
Yeah, he doesn't have a high school degree, but get some degree under your armpits. Mm-hmm. Right?
Dude, Jean Shorts comedy.
Dude, should we do something with that?
Bring it back. Zach, do you want it?
Zach, do you want it?
$30,000 or any other bid.
Any other bid?
Yeah.
I could offer you anything at all.
And that would be the highest bid.
What if I offer you? So I give you $30,000.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We'll take it. Let my people buy.
That's
great.
I'll take it.
You say yes real quick. And
yes.
Yeah.
Lock him in. Yeah. Timon has been. Let's see. He got his wisdom teeth out. Mm-hmm. He had an eye appointment this morning.
Wow.
And he's also working a lot.
Okay. Whatever, man.
Does he think he's better than us? What is that?
Zach, can you play for us the voice memo that Timon sent you after his wisdom teeth got out?
Gladly.
If you're new here, Brad and I host the podcast, and Timon is our 18-year-old homeschooled producer, and Zach is his friend. Now you're caught up.
19. 19?
Timon's 19?
He's 19.
He's growing up before our eyes.
I don't remember that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear this. This is Timon post wisdom teeth.
Hey, sorry, I saw you tried to call me, and I was walking out of the office place. I'll call you back sometime. I'm in the Walmart parking lot where my dad goes and gets some stuff for, I think, like medicine, and maybe egg drop soup. And I'll talk to you later.
Oh, I'll talk to you later. Egg drop soup.
And maybe egg drop soup.
I like egg drop soup. Time?
Yeah. I
don't know if I do. I don't know why I said that. I'm trying to make you feel better, buddy.
Yeah, it's funny. That was kind of his craving, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully Dad lets me get egg drop soup from Walmart. So, anyway, he's doing fine.
He's doing fine. I think we've probably told on the podcast before, but I want to revisit the time where you got your wisdom teeth out.
Oh, yes. We were neighbors.
I guess when I had my wisdom teeth out was high school, and I feel like I just stayed home for a few days. People these days, I had a friend get his wisdom teeth out, and he's like, yeah, I'm getting my wisdom teeth out this morning. I probably can't be by this afternoon, but probably tomorrow. And I'm like, well, people are just since you're an adult, you just do things with your wisdom teeth out now, you know?
I feel like the wisdom tooth surgery. I remember my high school English teacher telling me, he's like, this is crazy. He's like, because he wasn't that much older than us, but he was like, when I was in high school, he was like 10 years older than us, maybe. He was like, none of us got our wisdom teeth out. But he's like, it's so funny being a teacher now. You guys are all getting your wisdom teeth out.
Oh, really?
So that's that's the foundation for what I'm about to say. This is a new thing. So maybe even like 10 years ago when I did get my wisdom teeth out, they were just like, or when you got your wisdom teeth out, like, lay low, don't do anything.
Right.
And now we're like, I mean, it's like getting a cavity filled. Just chill. Eat through a straw for a day and you're fine.
Yeah. Isaac was talking this weekend about how his are like hurting him. Like, and he's like, should I get these out? Because Jensen's new girlfriend is a dental student. And so she's first year dental student. That means you should know everything about everything. You know,
he's having her look at it.
It was kind of like let's go around the table and just do a little ask the dentist kind of thing. You know how you do that with like doctors or something?
Yeah.
Like, all right. So
I got
like
something.
Ingrown toenails, how serious are they? Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah. We've all had muscle spasms, but mine is like in my neck and like the same area every night.
Every time. Like it's 7:08 Central Time. But then if I go to another time zone, it's still 7:08 that time zone.
How does it know?
Is it something to do with my watch?
Is it, have you gone over that in your first semester of med school?
Yeah. Now, my ear is like halfway torn off of my face and it hurts really bad. Should I attend to that at all? Or should I just let that kind of just bleed out and just scab up?
Trey and I were talking about this. Like anytime you call a non-emergency doctor, like I called the dermatologist because I can't remember when my appointment is. And like, if this is an emergency, call 911.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I don't know that, I don't deserve to have a dermatologist.
Yeah. Hey, Zach. We usually go mute for notifications if you're connected. But
that's never happened before in this podcast. That's crazy. First time ever hear the text tone.
Wow.
Also, that's crazy that you guys both have your text tone on your computer.
I never even think like, yeah, I'm sure there is an option to turn it off, but I've never even thought like you can turn it off. I just mute.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I just did.
Like
yeah, it's easy.
Volume
like
off.
your volume is on, but your text tone does not make a noise.
Yeah, I guess I think the day I got this computer, I was like, turn that text tone off.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it feels less likely to be able to be happening on my computer. Like you can't modify that. That's hardwired in. That's right there next to the RAM.
Yeah, something about
you know?
If I'm at home in the comfort of my own home, people like saying that, and I'm eating a little lunch, watching a YouTube video. I don't want the text tones interrupting my video. What did he say there for 2 seconds? Now I got to go back 5 seconds.
Yeah. I guess I just assume you have to go do not disturb in that instance.
Wow.
I know. Listen, I'm just saying
yeah, no, it's fine.
Trust
it's
me.
Fine.
All right.
It's fine. What are we talking about? Dental students.
Dental students.
Yep.
Yeah. Going around.
Yep.
Yeah. Asking all these questions. Anyway, but she was like, yeah, you should probably get them out. If nothing else, just so it doesn't mess up the rest of your teeth because your teeth have nowhere to move right now. But anyway.
I met some lesbian dental students the other day.
Okay.
They're great. We're really bonded. They're at UMKC Dental
Multiple?
School. Yeah, both.
They're together.
Yeah.
Before or after they got to the school?
Good question. I didn't ask.
Okay.
It was implied
Okay.
after.
Got it.
But we really bonded because my best friend from college, he went to UMKC Dental School, and so I used to go to him, and so we really bonded. I was like, everything's covered in plastic, and you're at a basement, and you have no cell service. Like, yes, that's where we've been the last 2 years. I'm like, I love it down there.
The cinder block walls are beautiful.
I'm in the waiting room, and there's just crackheads and me.
Wow.
And me. They probably love seeing you, honestly.
Yeah, I think, they got a little photo of me on the wall.
Like a plaque.
Customer of the month.
I just remember when you got your wisdom teeth out, you were working for K-Life, so 20-something. And we went to the Royals game the day after, maybe? And so you were like, you could talk and like have conversation, but it was definitely still sensitive on your face.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, through our ministry that Jake worked for and Catherine worked for, we had like these awesome tickets, like third row right behind the dugout.
Still to this day, the best Royals tickets I've ever had.
I would agree. Yeah. And so it was like, we got to go. This is amazing. This is so fun. And the Royals had this big comeback or big play or something. And Peter, I don't think has done this again since then. Like
It was a first time offender.
so out of character. It's like one of those things where it's like, why'd you shoot that guy? It's like, I don't know. It accidentally slipped.
Yeah.
It's like, so we get some crazy.
Peter Alec Baldwin me.
He did kind of. It was like, I never do this, I promise. But we had some big hit or big play or whatever. And Peter, we're standing up cheering.
There's a few ways to celebrate at a baseball game.
You high five, you cheer. Yeah.
Those are what's common.
Let's go. People love let's go these days. If you're white, let's go is on the top of your list.
Turn 90 degrees, high five.
Yeah. He said, let's go. Turn 90 degrees, smacked both sides of Jake's face and gripped it and shook him. The one time in Jake's entire life where that was like off limits. Don't do this. He just goes, ah! And Jake, the whole crowd is just going nuts, bonkers. Yeah. Woo! And Jake's just over there like, oh my God.
We love giving Peter a hard time about that. Because it was so odd. It's like, why? You've never grabbed my face.
What made you do that?
No one even grabs face. That's not a way you celebrate.
No.
But the day after wisdom tooth surgery, he grabbed my face.
He grabbed face. And so, anyway, at wild times.
Yeah, that was fun.
I remember being so scared of dry sockets back in the day.
They do scare you about that. You're not supposed to drink out of a straw, I think. You get dry sockets.
That's what I always heard was like, yeah, those were connected somehow.
Yeah. Do you remember having to like flush kind of the gunk out of your holes? Had a certain taste to it.
I don't remember. How'd you have to do that?
I had just like a little like I don't know, like an eyedropper or something almost, but it went back in there and you would just like fill it up with water and then just squirt it like in your holes.
And it would help sanitize?
It would just get the gunk out of there.
You
like
degunk.
Food would settle into the holes of where your wisdom teeth were.
Okay.
So you wanted to like flush them out.
Oh, okay.
But it always, even if the food had only been there 5 minutes, it had like a distinct taste to it. Didn't matter what you ate. Oh, yeah. Gross.
So, Zach, do you currently, if I looked in your mouth right now, would I see 4 wisdom teeth or would I not?
Would you like to check?
I can't even see the bottom of your face. That's what's so funny. It's like, you're like Wilson on Home Improvement right now. No. I don't know if I would even know. I don't know how many teeth are, like, you could have 7 teeth missing. I'd be like, you look good to me, man. Looks fine. As long as they're the back ones.
No, if you went in there, you would find 4 missing teeth.
Oh, really?
I got all 4 out. I think I was meant to get them out like 3 years ago or something like that. Crazy long time ago.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Okay.
Waited 1.5 years as one does. And then I got them out. So like it was hurting by the time I got it out.
Yeah.
And that was great. I loved it.
See, but like the farther along you wait, the less they have to dig in there.
That's a good point. Yeah, they're almost growing. They're like sprouting themselves.
Yeah, they might just fall out themselves.
Yeah.
Like the rest of your teeth.
Yeah.
They get like arthritis and then they fall out.
Could.
They might.
Maybe. Sorry, I'm now going back to the ask the dentist thing because that would be an interesting thing. Maybe we do find like let's think of 7 different professions right now.
We should do a series on the podcast.
Ask the blank, and
ask the professional.
Yeah, like dentist, doctor,
fireman, lawyer, like all the things you want to be when you're a kid.
I would love to know so many things. Like, hey, policeman, that like that guns me down with a speed gun. Sorry, speed.
I was going to say you're white.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I drive a truck now, so I never get pulled over. I'm like, I'm good. But the guy that has like radar gun. Thank you. Yeah. I would love to know like, okay, is there like a rule of like, you're going 5 over, no one's pulling you over for that? Or, because you always hear the legends, 9 you're fine, 10 you're mine. There's no way 9 you're fine.
Dude, you got all these rhymes.
Wow. I do, dude. Ask me
every time you got these rhymes.
Yeah. Ask me another situation. Okay. I'll give you a rhyme.
What's kind of the rhyme in like in fireman culture? The police have theirs. What's the fireman?
Go down the pole and save a soul.
Wow.
Is what they say. It's like, hey, time to go down the pole, save a soul. Let's go. Pole soul, pole soul, pole soul. They just sometimes they just go like that.
What's that old rhyme? I can't remember it. It's for like gardeners.
Oh yeah.
It could be like a greenhouse or even just like a little garden behind your house or something. What's their rhyme?
Well, it's just important to have all the tools. They say, don't have a hoe, you got to go to Home Depot and pay some dough. Right?
I thought that was for something else. It's if you don't have a hoe, you got to go. I heard that somewhere. That's gardening.
That's Tinder, maybe. Is it? No, it's gardening.
Like
it is gardening.
Atlanta in the 90s, I think. That was their motto.
Welcome to Atlanta. Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't got a hoe, you got to go.
You got to go. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so that's what I heard.
Well, what's that rhyme
Yeah.
for
You bet.
Politicians, what are they always saying? Like during the campaign or even once they take office, what are they saying to like get people on board?
Whoa. Okay. That one's a little bit tougher for
Yeah,
me. Get
it's
people
like,
on board.
I feel like it's Republicans and Democrats. They both use like kind of this rhyme. It's like everyone uses it. I just can't remember.
It's like no matter what side, you must abide. There's like this rule, like these code of conduct that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Because politicians are very shady, but there's certain things you don't do.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know what they are, but that sounded pretty good though, right? No matter what side, you must abide.
Yeah. And you don't need to know. You're not a
If the
politician.
glove fits, I was actually like, I think I was 2.5 years old. First words out of my mouth. If the glove fits, you must acquit. And
Really?
my dad was like, I got to get Johnny on the phone for this one. He called up. O.J. Simpson was free. So sorry about that one. But
What's that rhyme for like Catholic priests?
yeah.
What's the one they're always saying?
What was that one? It was
I remember hearing it in the early 2000s a lot, and it's kind of gone away.
It was like, if you pray to Mary, you might like a little, I don't know. I tried, Jake.
All right. Segment over.
Anyway, that was fun. So anyway, but I would love to ask policemen some questions. Like,
Yep.
like how much can I push back on XYZ? Like, I've heard all these different things. Like, one of my friends was like, anytime you get pulled over, you turn off your car, you put your keys right on top of the dash, and you put both your hands at 10 and 2, you'll never get a ticket. I did that one time. Take it right away. I was like, Kyle, you liar.
There's not just like one system to get you out of a ticket. There's no way.
But that's what I want to know. I want to know, like, hey, what kind of things are like, oh, respect, dude. I've always heard, like, if you have a fireman's, like, policemen and firemen respect each other. So, like, if you have a fireman's license,
So like
they'll be a little more lenient.
FDNY bumper sticker in the back of your car, they might respect that.
Or just wear a hat every time I'm in the car, you know?
You got a I just got pulled over hat.
Yeah.
Put this hat on, it says fire department. Howdy, officer.
Hello?
Bill folds on the dash, as you see. Yeah. What do you think of that?
Bill folds on the dash with a little bit of money hanging out, just in case. So, yeah.
I would like to talk to, I just read a book. The last 48 hours, I just read a whole book.
Congrats.
Something got into me.
What book?
I got going crazy. It's called Local Woman Missing.
Okay.
It was a thriller.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Man, I cranked through it.
Would you say it was gripping?
Yeah.
Obviously, 48 hours.
Yeah.
You were gripped.
Yeah.
Local
Actually, I read
Woman
it in about 24 hours. Now that I think about it. I started yesterday Sunday at the Lifetime pool and finished it yesterday.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
That's fun.
So yeah, 24-hour book, really good. But one of the main characters is a doula. There's another character in there, the midwife. I'd like to have one of them on the podcast. I'd like
Really?
to ask them questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get into it.
Because I just, I'm reading this book. I'm like, I don't think I know what forceps are, and I don't want to Google it.
There's certain things you don't Google. There's certain things. Like, I wondered recently, somebody was mentioning hemorrhoids. I was like, what are those?
Yes.
I'm not taking the chance on an image search of that.
I was just thinking.
Surely it's all textbook, cartoons. But like, if even one pops up, no pun intended.
Yeah, that could be something that like a good usage of AI, ChatGPT. Like, I am curious what hemorrhoids look like, but I am 8 years old. So don't scare me. Make it like a fun cartoon. No scary colors.
Put it some eyes and a mouth on it.
Yeah, give it a funny mustache. And then I would be willing to look at hemorrhoids.
Anyway.
But yeah, that'd be fun to have like different professionals on.
Yeah, I think there's a ghosty for everything. Like, every time we talk about, oh yeah, this, like, actually I do production for a Broadway show, and I can tell you exactly what you want to know about
I forgot we have a Broadway star listening.
Yeah.
And every listener is the same.
Well,
but she is at the top of the random order of lists.
Oh yeah.
Of ghosties.
There's certain people that are like, yeah, you win.
Yeah. And Jake Allen is randomly second.
Randomly. Just
every listener is the same. But I'd say Broadway star, what Jake Allen has done recently.
Yep. Probably.
Rachel third. She listens.
Hattie fourth.
She was on it a couple times.
Hattie's on it. Yeah. Catherine seventh.
Catherine seventh. Yeah. Blind ranking our listeners.
I want to say just no reason. She's just there. My mom.
Mom top 10.
No. I would say 22nd.
Mom 22nd. Wow.
Both Zack fifth.
Whoa.
Randomly.
Yeah, that one doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
they just pick a different person randomly to give away a pal to every video.
Thank you.
So,
dude, you know what else I did when I had my wisdom teeth out? Going back to that day, is I went on a first date with a girl. Do you remember this?
No.
This was like, I'll give you a clue. She's a lesbian now.
Well, that narrows it down, Jake.
Yeah. Which, do you know that's happened twice in my life? I don't know if we ever talked about that on the podcast.
Once you reach the top, you might as well go to a different mountain. I'm just saying, dude. Once you've gone to Pikes Peak, it's like, well, I'm not going up Pikes Peak again. I'm going to Everest.
Yeah, I want to go to the Twin Peaks now.
Yeah.
Take a little journey through
That's
the peaks.
right. Yeah. Wow. What's the rhyme for that one?
For becoming lesbian?
Yeah. Good luck.
Great. No, that's no problem. Once you've had me, totally, you're going to want some ovary.
3 rhymes, dude. 3 rhymes. Wow. Me, totally, ovary. Yeah.
Anyway.
The only way to get over me is to get ovary.
Wow.
That's better. That's good.
I don't know. Wow, you set me up, dude. You set me up.
You set me up.
Dude. Anyway,
good
that was the
episode.
first date because you had a second date with that girl. So
yeah,
went good enough. Maybe you were just a really good listener. You didn't talk much.
It was probably the best I've ever been on a date. I finally shut up and just listened.
Yeah, so how is that? Do you enjoy your job? Is that how you talk to her?
Interesting.
I had some made-drop soup earlier. Do you want some made-drop soup? One more?
No, just soup and a smoothie. Thanks.
With a spoon. Yeah.
She'll feed me.
Are you loving those drinks?
Oh yeah, did I tell you about these already?
I experienced them this weekend with Isaac.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, how do you know about these? Yeah, so I think I talked about in like the Vietnam recap episode. I talked about how I became obsessed with passion fruit, and you can't really find it much, at least in the Midwest. And if you can, it's crazy expensive. But CEO Matt, found these drinks somewhere in the world. It's like a passion fruit carbonated sparkling drink, and it's a good summertime drink.
Yeah.
Did you have some? Yeah,
I liked it. I think I liked the idea. It's like 40 calories, but not like artificial sweeteners. It's like just like a minimal soda.
It's just like sparkling water and passion fruit.
But it has like a little bit of a soda feel to it.
Yeah.
I like the idea of it, but I didn't love the passion fruit flavor as much as I think I would love something else.
Yeah, there's a reason it's probably not crazy popular, but reminds me of Nam.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Nam.
Oh, yeah. Haven't had one of those since I was back at Nam.
Yeah. Exactly. So they're fun little summertime drinks.
Yeah. I've been to Tennessee and back, so let me just say from one Southerner to another. Nah, I'm going to start that again. I'm in Tennessee and... I'm going to start one more time. One more time. I've been to Tennessee and back, and let me tell you now, from one country boy to another, yeehaw, boy.
And what makes you say that? And why makes you say that?
Why? Because of how much I love Good Ranchers.
In this country.
That's right. In America.
In this country,
yeah.
We're not like that old dog.
Nope.
We'll take whatever kind of meat you got.
That's right.
White meat, dark meat, fish meat. It's all seed oil free.
Pork meat,
of course.
We'll take the pork meat. We'll take the lamb meat. We'll take the chicken meat. We'll take the beef meat.
We're talking about Good Ranchers.
That's right.
GoodRanchers.com. It's an all-American company. American farmers, American vendors, American packagers, American shippers, American eaters.
Yeah.
It's all in-house.
I did, talking to these guys this weekend, I just naturally promoted Good Ranchers multiple times.
You guys eat meat?
I was like, it is better. I told him, he's like, what specifically should I buy? One of these guys said. And I was like, they're truly all good, but I'm like, the chicken is the most different than the rest of the chicken I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yes, it is so good. But they all their meat is 100% American sourced, free from hidden additives, delivered straight to your door. They're not adding any more. They're not adding any antibiotics, hormones, seed oils. Just one simple ingredient. That's good old fashioned American meat from American farmers.
And maybe the best part is the deal you get specifically for listening to this podcast. So if you use GRKC, you're going to get some money off your order. You're going to get free expedited shipping. And the big one is a free box of meat every single month for life. As long as you have your subscription, you're going to get an additional box of meat. So, you want to order the chicken, but then you want if I get another one, now I got Wagyu beef coming every month for free.
All these different options to choose from. So whatever you want, they got it at goodranchers.com. It's American meat delivered. Once again, our promo code is GRKC. Go there. You'll love it.
Shop around.
.com. What'd you ask me? What'd you say? I don't know. But Oh, I was
First
hanging
date.
out with Isaac. Oh yeah, first date.
No, yeah, Isaac, what'd you do?
Isaac and I went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and back. Ever been to Gatlinburg?
I've heard about it for years because it's kind of like the Branson of the Middle East.
Yes, exactly. That's what they say. And
Knoxville-ish, right? Like Central Tennessee.
that's what's so funny is I didn't do a good job of like getting my bearings. I just was classic millennial. Let's look at the map and follow what it says on there. So we passed at least a sign that said Knoxville. I think it was somewhat close to Knoxville.
Getting my bearings. Where's that? What's that mean? Or where does that come from?
Bearings, like ball bearings,
Like the Bering Strait.
the ball bearing straits. yeah.
Most girls I go on a date with are no longer ball bearing.
Ball bearing
Strait.
straight.
Zach choked. That joke works like
That worked
too well.
3 times. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was trying to think about it. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, how do I do Twin Peaks with ball bearing straight? I don't know. Oh my.
Zach's gonna start listening to the podcast now. You didn't realize it was this
Might,
good.
honestly.
Yeah. Oh golly.
All right. Anyway, so it's somewhere central.
Yeah, I think
Tennessee,
it's pretty far east because I think it's pretty close to Asheville, North Carolina. Like within an hour and a half of the Ash because it's in Smoky Mountains.
Great.
And I think Asheville is also Smoky Mountains.
It seems like a city known for its ash would be near the Smoke Mountains.
That's so. Which came first, the smoke or the ash?
Zach?
I'm not a philosopher, but probably the ash, don't you reckon?
Careful.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah. Maybe.
I apologize.
That's okay.
That was a good answer.
That's all right.
Thank you.
Yeah, it could be. So anyway, drove through 7 total states. Kind of always fun to like be like, we drove through a lot of states.
Trivia time.
Zach?
Zach,
Uh-oh.
question for you.
Okay.
This is always fun. We know, I think it's so fascinating. Everyone has like gaps in their education, but homeschoolers especially, it's like more fun to see. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
what do they not know? Like Timon's his history.
And you've been homeschooled your entire life?
Entire life.
Okay, great.
All right. I guess that could even be a whole separate conversation. Like, are you aware of like your gaps in like your homeschooled education?
I mean, I feel like I got a pretty good education. I
Sure,
think.
sure.
I mean, we'll
let's find
see.
out.
Yeah, let's find out. Let's do it.
2 states are bordered by 8 states.
Oh, no.
What are the 2 states that have the most borders around them?
Wait, I want to try to figure this out.
Okay,
too.
I didn't know if you knew.
What?
2 states are bordered by 8 states.
So like I don't know, you could think of like Florida is only bordered by like 2 or 3 states.
It's probably one of the little ones.
That's what I'm thinking.
Top right, you know,
Yeah,
over by
top
Maine.
right.
Definitely
That's
not
how they
Maine.
geographically call it, top right.
Okay, no, wait, it's probably, it could be one of them like Colorado. That's got a lot surrounding it.
It's one of those little ones in the top right. That's
Well,
kind of where
yeah,
you're
wait,
headed.
wait.
I switched directions to fool you, Jake.
I'm thinking little, I'm thinking top right. I want to say Colorado. I don't have any gaps in my education. I want to say Northeast Colorado.
Yep.
8 is so many.
And there's 2 states that
There's
have.
no way it's 8. There's no way.
You think that's the part that's wrong?
Jake's lost
Final
bad,
answer.
bad
Yeah.
education. Let's see.
Okay.
8.
8 is crazy.
Honestly, you could say here are the 2 states that have 8 around them, and what are the 8 states, and that would be hard for me too. Let's just go ahead and throw some guesses out there. Let's get this podcast going.
I really like
a lot of thinking
Sorry,
here.
Colorado. Can I throw that out
Colorado is incorrect.
Oh yeah, it's not that.
there? Oklahoma.
That is incorrect.
Kansas.
No. Let's go.
Are you
let's go-
thinking or are you
let's
just
go,
saying
let's go
states?
top right. Let's go top
I'm
right.
sorry. Top right. Top right.
Kansas. We live in Kansas, bro.
Okay.
You would have heard about it.
There's a lot around Kansas. What can I say?
Give me
Vermont.
yeah.
Vermont is incorrect.
New Hampshire.
That is incorrect.
New York.
New York.
New York.
No.
No. Thought the accent would help.
New York.
Rhode Island.
That is incorrect.
Jersey.
No.
I don't know if it's top right, dude. After all that.
After all that work we did to get up there, I don't
Okay,
even know if it's right.
forget top right.
Dude, go Iowa.
Texas is massive. There's
No.
so many things
And
that
Texas
could
on the
be
border,
around
though,
it.
bro. You're missing the whole
Half
bottom.
of Texas
Are
is
we
Mexico.
counting Mexico as America?
It's a state of mind.
He's like,
Okay.
all right, Mexico 1. That's 1.
Yeah.
New Mexico.
Gulf of Mexico 2.
Let's see. Give me whew. Virginia? No, Virginia's on the coast. Tennessee.
Tennessee is one of them.
Is it
That's a
really?
good
Yeah, it
guess.
is.
Wow. Wait,
Okay.
one of them. What?
Yeah, there's 2.
So that means okay, so now
There's 2 states that have 8
So
border
Zach's
states.
gap in his education was learning how to listen.
Counting.
This is tough.
Okay, so now I think they're both right
Okay,
over there.
yeah.
Ohio's the other one.
Yeah, Ohio,
Or-
probably.
No, so Ohio's kind of on the coast. Like it's
Kentucky.
got no, but that's
Close.
actually
We're
a
on
good
the-
guess. Yeah.
Okay. We're going right around there. South Carolina?
South
No.
Carolina, yeah.
No, it's on the coast.
That's a stupid guess.
Yeah. Illinois?
I just looked. Kentucky has 7. No, it's not Illinois.
One of the Carolinas. No.
No, it's still on the
Carolina's
coast.
I don't know. I'm so bad at geography. Like I don't
Me
know what's
too.
right north of Tennessee. Is that Kentucky? No.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kentucky. Is it Kentucky?
No. It's not.
No.
We already did that.
Do you want me to
sorry.
tell you guys?
No.
Yes. No.
North Carolina.
Don't tell me.
No, it's on the coast.
Is it Colorado?
Is it Colorado? You were fooling us the first time. It's no. Don't tell me. We are not the kind of people that
No,
get
no, no.
told.
I'm not a quitter.
There's other states around there.
There's other states.
Michigan, Wisconsin.
Nope. Those are
Philadelphia.
no water. No water.
Get out of the
Landlocked.
water.
Landlocked.
Oh, Los Angeles.
Los
Zach
Angeles
is
has
shut.
water and it's not a state. You're done.
30-second shun.
Shun. Okay, 30 seconds. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado. Arkansas.
No. Close though. That is landlocked.
Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana.
I think Arkansas has
Indiana.
6. No.
Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana. Missouri?
Yes.
Really?
Really?
Oh, that's how we knew.
That's how I knew. It's my state history,
yeah.
guys. That and
Missouri.
George Washington Carver.
Okay, so let's Missouri, sure we can get.
Yeah.
All right.
Kansas,
What are the states that border Missouri?
Kansas,
Oh,
Yes.
Arkansas,
Arkansas.
Yes.
Illinois,
Yes.
Iowa.
Yes.
We got a little Nebraska in there?
A little sliv.
Okay. Nebraska.
We have a lot of slivers, honestly.
Yeah.
We barely snuck in. But that's what you got to do to get 8.
Yeah.
What?
Does Oklahoma touch it?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, sure.
Got it. Boom.
Downstream casino, baby.
Is Alabama? Is that the one beneath it? No.
Not that close.
Stupid guess. Stupid guess.
Is it Mississippi?
Mississippi is close, but it doesn't
Oh,
touch
yeah. Yes.
There's something between.
Louisiana?
No, that's no.
Ah.
Louisiana
Louisiana? There's something in between Mississippi and
and Mississippi and Missouri, and it's not Arkansas.
Bro.
Something else kind of between there.
we were bad at this. Tennessee? No.
Yes.
Arkansas.
Yes.
Is
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep. Because Memphis is like kind of on Mississippi and Tennessee.
Wow.
It's like it's right down there.
But there's a piece of Tennessee that touches a piece of Missouri.
yeah, Boot Heel.
Fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 8,
8.
of course, is Ohio. No.
Ohio. Naturally.
Indiana?
Nope. Close.
Illinois. No, I started that.
We got that one already.
Let's see. Don't tell us. Don't you tell us. We're right there, Zach.
Iowa? No.
Another sliver, also Boot Heel.
Boot Hill.
What's down there?
Italy?
There's Mississippi. It's not Alabama.
Nope.
Alabama's
I
farther.
guess that one.
Okay, sorry.
That's my bad.
I'm not listening to you. You're not listening to me.
Los Angeles.
I'm
We're
just
just going for it.
I'm stuck
Mississippi,
on
Alabama,
Colorado.
Louisiana. What else is down there, bro? What else is swampy? What else is SEC country? This is
Yeah, SEC. Don't think swamp. Think SEC.
This is Kentucky.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
Little sliver. Little sliver,
Little
guys.
sliver.
Wow.
Wow. They'll get you, the little slivers.
Anyway, you went to Tennessee this weekend.
And it was fun. We drove, and it was
How far?
It was a long drive. It was 12 hours, I think, total. But we drove to Lexington the first night to meet up with Jensen. And then from there went the rest of the way, which is like 3 hours. So, 11, 12 hours. Lexington, kind of cool. You hear about Kentucky being all about like bourbon and horses, but man, is it like right there. And the stereotypes are true.
Yes.
So many horses all over the place.
Yeah. And bourbon.
And bourbon.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Like we were driving, there were so many different, like, you know how they have the signs that have the attractions or the gas stations or whatever. It was like so many attractions, Buffalo Trace, all these different.
It's like bourbon
Distilleries.
general store. I feel like everything's kind of themed that way there.
They like it there. So
Louisville,
yeah.
Lexington.
It was just really good time to get with Isaac. I feel like the more we got more time.
24 hours in the car together.
Yeah, we had more time together this weekend than we probably have in the cumulative last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we just haven't spent as much time recently. And so that was fun. It was like we had every single version of a road trip together. Like we had like really deep talks. We had hour of silence. We had cranking up some music and vibing together.
Had some sleep.
Yeah, he slept for a little bit. We watched some TV show together. Like
That's fun. What'd you watch?
Tires.
Oh, yeah, I like tires.
Funny. Inappropriate for the young people out there or the
Yeah.
old people, but pretty funny.
Did you watch season 2?
We got to season 2, yeah.
Shane Gillis's girlfriend in that, Veronica.
Yeah.
Or do you know who that is? Her name's not Veronica in the show, but she's an amazing follow on social media. I've been following her for years. She's so funny.
She looks like Caitlin Riley.
Yeah, she does a little bit. Good point.
But it's not Caitlin Riley.
Yeah, but they're both like funny women on social media.
Yeah. Anyway, so it was just fun time to get with Isaac, and we laughed a lot. This is one of those things that was like, I don't even know if this is worth mentioning it, because it's like, is this funny to people that don't know Isaac / don't know how much I just love when people mess things up, right? Like that's like one of my favorite types of humor. And so Isaac was talking about this wood that he had got. We did woodworking talk. That's another part of the classic road trip.
Every road trip has woodwork.
Everywhere, yeah, we gotta. He's just got this stack of walnut from his uncle or something like that. And he was talking about all these different places that he wanted to see if he could hire them to dry it in their kilns in Kansas City. And there's this guy named Larry that owns L&K Hardwoods. And Isaac's like, and I called up and saw if Larry Hardwood could do it. And for whatever reason, it just killed me. I was like, first of all, Larry Hardwood sounds like he works in a different industry.
Larry Hardwood.
And we just died. And then because there's just moments like that with Isaac where he just accidentally fumbles his words or something. And we all do it. But man, Isaac loves to laugh at himself with that. And so it's like, you don't feel bad about just dying laughing with him. There was a moment this weekend where this guy, we were kind of in this, I don't know if it's really that serious, but I guess it was like a serious talk about aliens, basically. People that are just all about this.
Yeah, this is kind of for me, when a couple years ago when it was a TikTok trend, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? That is as distant as aliens and stuff are to me. I'm like, I don't know about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't care. I have no interest. Why are you thinking about the Roman Empire? Why are we talking about aliens or ghosts?
I always am because there's all these spiritual, theological, spiritual warfare aliens. Somebody this weekend was like, I think aliens are demons, or I'm like, okay, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
But
spiritual warfare is angels versus the aliens.
Anyway, and then this one guy, Eli was his name. He was awesome. I loved everybody on this trip. Eli starts giving his very thought out, analysis of aliens.
Yeah, he's going back to weird stuff. He's like,
and he uses,
the fall 70 AD. Yes, we all know this. Fall of Nero. Yes. So what actually happened? You're like, oh, he's thought about this.
He starts throwing out words, and it's not like we're having a serious we all need to be very whatever about it, but we're also not cutting up, joking around necessarily about it. And he says some words that I, of course, don't know. And so if I don't know them, there's no way, Isaac knows them. And so I look over across the room at Isaac, and he just has this blank stare on his face, and he looks over at me. And it was one of those times where it was like, don't laugh, dude. Don't laugh.
He's being serious.
But I look away, and it was one of those times where it's just you can't help. So he's telling all this scientific theories or whatever, all these, and I just go. And so it's just times like that with Ike, left and right.
So did everyone start dying laughing, or just you two, or
well, they're like, I don't know why you guys are laughing. And we're like, I'm sorry. It was just Isaac. I was like, there's no way Isaac understands this. And I didn't understand. It's trying to relate to you, man. And anyway, so they kept talking. And then of course I kept laughing. I was like, I'm sorry, dude. It's not a funny subject, but to me it was. So
I mean, I get that. Especially, I feel like you are the king of you can make someone laugh just by looking at them while something is going on. I would not want you looking at me during an alien talk.
Because it was we're thinking the same thing, right? I don't mind listening to people talk about that, but the same thing, I'm like, there's enough problems right in front of me. I care about the person across the table from me enough that I'm not thinking about aliens necessarily. That is hard enough for me to grasp, solving this issue of the world right here, that I can't get there with the aliens and the UFOs and Bigfoot and all that stuff. It's interesting to me.
Yeah, it's just there's an aspect of any conspiracy theory that's kind of interesting, but at the end, at least for me, I'm like, well, we're never gonna know with absolute truth what's real or not anyway. With all the stuff with aliens, Correct. UFOs, so why bother?
Yeah,
because we're never gonna know anyway.
It's hard. Yeah,
why bother?
Yeah, and they had some decently, what I would consider seemingly far-fetched ideas. And I'm like, where'd you find that?
Yeah. What Reddit thread are you a part of?
And I don't know. I was just like, I'll subscribe to that because I have no reason not to, but also like I'm not going to be like that's definitely whatever.
You don't have like a counter argument. You're just like, cool, that's awesome.
Yeah, I
you guys excited for football season?
I do feel bad when I can't really contribute much to those kind of conversations. I'm like, yeah, totally. It's like I just talked for 7 minutes. Go ahead, answer me, and I'm like, wow, yeah, I don't know, maybe.
I remember
maybe
Looney Tunes, the Martian. He was always a funny guy.
Hi there. What does he say in Space Jam?
I don't remember.
I don't remember what he says either. But anyway,
Zach, do people your age, they get into alien talks, anything like that, UFO talks? You guys care about that?
Some of us. I won't name him, but Graydon does. He's into the politics and the aliens and.
You put those two things in the same category, or you're saying like you're saying a list?
There's a decent concentric circle there, or Venn diagram.
In the middle is
flat Earth
Hillary
theory.
Clinton.
Oh, yeah, George Soros. Yeah, he's the one that like sparks it, and then if it's late enough, we'll usually entertain him.
Gotcha.
And we'll like talk with him about it.
That's fun. Yeah, to have
like
an
none of the
friend.
other guys care about that stuff. Not at all.
It's tough. It's like, and part of me is almost like jealous of those people that have these deep thoughts about that. Of like, why don't I? Do I not think deeply enough about things? But I'm also like, nah.
Maybe that's one of the people we have on. We have a doctor and we have a lawyer and we have an alien expert.
I'll say this: Tyler Tong. He went to Dad's on Maui with us, and he's a big ghosty. He's a conspiracy whiz about things like. I think it's almost like hard for him to start explaining things to me because I'm so
You don't have like a
amateur.
foundation that he would expect you to have.
But man, that guy's got some thoughts. I'll say that, Tyler Tong, and he's so fun. Tyler, if you're ever in Kansas City, we gotta have you on the pod.
That would be great.
He is. If you think Scott's a walking laugh track, this guy
Really?
he won't stop. He'll still laugh.
He'd
the
still be
entire
laughing
time.
about the ball Bering Strait.
He had to pause that, pull over, and compose himself before he kept listening.
That's great. His last name is Tong.
Tyler Tong, and there
Is
was
he like
also
Pacific Islander.
right. So there's also another guy that was half Asian that came on the trip, Lewis Hudson. They came together. They like showed up at the same time. Got in the airport.
That's clearly
Like, okay, obviously you're Tyler Tong and you're Lewis Hudson. Like, yeah, Tyler looks like a Lewis Hudson, but is named Tyler Tong.
Gotcha.
And vice versa.
That'd be great to have him on.
So anyway, Tennessee was really fun though. So we went for Jensen. He's a youth pastor and he has worked at this church for 7 years. So he had a sabbatical and he's like, part of my sabbatical, I want to go on a golf trip with just all my friends, kind of inspired by bachelor party idea, or, he's single still. So it's like, or he's got a girlfriend now, but, bachelor party or pheasant hunt or whatever, just like guys getting together from different circles almost. And so it was fun. So it was like some of his friends from college, some of his friends from, back home, some of his friends from church, some of his friends from Isaac and I from this Ghostrunners.
Was his girlfriend there? Like you got to meet her?
We got to meet her in Lexington.
I see.
There. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Keep going.
And so, it was 3 days of golf. I thought we were going to play 2 rounds on Saturday. We only played 1. So it was 3 rounds of golf for 3 days, or 3 days total. And it was fun, man. I did a good job of being like pacing myself. Almost every time I play golf, I'm like 11 holes and I'm like, I'm good for the rest of the day. And this time I was like, I'm not going to feel that way. I'm going to try my hardest not to feel that way.
Because going into it, you're like, I got to play 54, maybe 72 holes of golf this weekend. Got to pace myself.
I was like, okay. And I had just gone to Top Golf, like to swing, and I'm not good at golf, and so I gripped my club too hard, and so I got a blister on my hand. Anyway, I enjoyed it, and I think it would be so fun to play golf if you were even kind of good at it.
You just have to get to a certain threshold. Where like I can make pretty good contact most of the time.
Yes.
Now it's fun.
And I am not there yet, and I want to be there so bad. I hate not being good at something, or even like I hate being bad. I'm okay not being amazing at golf, but I don't want to get up there and in my head, like everyone behind me is like, well, he's not, why is he even swinging? Like this guy.
Yeah. You don't want to be in that spot.
Yeah. It's like, this guy's just taking our, whatever. And then I'm like, I'm going to show them, even though they haven't said a thing. I'm going to show them.
Being so polite and nice.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. No one was mean about it at all. But the second day I played with the guy that played Division I golf.
You guys are partners?
Yeah, the 3 of us were together, like him and another guy. And but we played our own ball. And so you know,
That's no fun for anyone.
He drives it, 485 yards.
Yeah.
And I drive it 48.5 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And he's waiting for me for 5 shots,
Dang, it's too bad he didn't scramble.
But we scrambled last night. But there was one hole where I beat him.
Actually?
Yeah. I got a par and I think he got a bogey.
That's awesome.
So, and there was one time I had a putt for birdie, meaning I was going to have a
you get a
par.
shot at it. Yeah.
And instead I 3-putted. So that's fun.
That happens a lot.
I think that's called golf. But yeah, overall it was really fun. And we got to switch it up and play with all these different people. And the second day there was 9 of us total. And so we kept we just did 3 groups of 3, but the second day, the course, Gatlinburg Golf Course, I think is what it's called, golf club. It was so busy that they put a random person with us, a stranger as our 4th. And so at first I was like, that's kind of a bummer. But this guy was awesome. He 5'5", kind of squatty guy, really bald fade on the bottom and this spiked up hair. Looked like a
5'5" stocky guy with bald spiky hair,
like a fade. You know what I mean?
It sounds like you're making this up as you go.
He looked like he was on Jersey Shore 35 years ago.
Yeah,
he's not on there anymore. He's like, my name's Gene, but you can call me Gino. He's like, I'm from the inner city of Maryland, which I guess is Baltimore. I don't know how many states that
middle of the
border.
state.
Inner city of Maryland, but I've lived in Tennessee for 35 years. So it was he looked Marylandy, but he sounded like a Tennessee boy.
Okay, cool.
Pretty interesting.
He was with you guys for 4 hours.
Yeah. And so anyway, one of the guys in our group, James, they were both named James actually, in this group with me. But one of the Jameses could not for the life of him remember Gino's name. And so he called them all these different, pretty confidently. He was like, good shot, Ronnie. We're like, dude, his name's Gino. And at one point he's like, JB, nice shot.
Where you get JB from?
And then we're like,
we're Gino Baltimore. Yeah.
We're Gino. And then we're driving to another hole. He's like, dude, I'm having the hardest time remembering this guy's name. And I'm like, well, what do you think it is? He's like, I want to say Dwayne. I was like, no, he's not even close ever, So we're just dying laughing about that. But yeah, Gino had played this course quite a few times.
He's giving you a lot of tips.
And so he's giving us tips. But he's giving us tips as a 55-year-old who's probably a 20 handicap, like a bad golfer.
Oh, he's like, no, you don't want to hit driver here. You'll never make it over that creek.
He's like, you want to cross?
Can I try?
And then my buddy, this guy who's a D1 golfer is getting mad because he's giving me terrible advice.
He's like, yeah, you can't clear those trees.
Right.
He's like, okay, I guess I won't. Yeah,
so,
I can imagine.
I mean, he was really cool about it, but I did feel for the D1 golfer of the group, but he was so awesome and sweet and tried to help me with my sand shots. All those guys. I was like, how do I do this? And you do
Slap the sand?
Slap the sand.
Yeah.
All those different things. So
the first time that me, Trey, and Alan ever golfed on the road, this was 4 years ago, right when we all first got into golf. We were somewhere in South Carolina. We go to this par 3 course and we get paired up with a guy. And we're it's a walking course. So we're really with this guy for a couple hours. And he was a minor league umpire just there for the day, AAA ball or whatever. And it was awesome. It was like a podcast episode. You just get to ask them all these questions, what it's like. Do you get called up just like the majors and all that stuff?
Yeah.
And I remember thinking dude, golf is awesome. Every time you get paired up with someone, they're fascinating people.
Oh, yeah.
This is how it's going to be forever.
Right.
Yeah, you're always going to get paired up with just the most interesting people. And
right.
Yeah, most of them are 5'5" and balding.
Yeah.
And you're honestly, oh boy.
The interesting thing about this guy has played tons of golf. So many guys in the group have played. And I mean, they're better than me, for sure. I shot a 106 and a 104, I think, when I was by myself.
Dude, that's not terrible, though. 106 and 104.
Really?
On it for never golfing?
They said it was a hard course, too.
Yeah. What?
There were a few times I mullied.
White tees, blue tees? Doesn't matter.
Either blue or green, not white.
Either way, that's really not bad at all.
But, yeah, thank you. But then there's these guys that they're like, yeah, I've played 2 or 3 times a week. And I'm like, okay. Well, you should be way better than me then.
That's how golf is. Yeah, you're it's just you improve so little. Dude, you could get to a point though, if you dedicate yourself once a week, I'm going to the range.
Yeah.
You have to do that for a year, but then you'll be at a spot where golf is way more fun. You're making solid contact.
I'm already kind of encouraged to go play more or something like that. Not
Top Tuesday, 75% off.
Dude. Okay. Anybody out there listening, Topgolf in general, if you have the app, every day from 9 to noon, you can go the entire morning for $15.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah. per person, but it's like but just get your own bathe.
Do it for 3 hours or like per hour, $15 an hour.
No, total.
$5 an hour.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, even on like half price or whatever, 75%
I might
off.
get back into golf.
I know
those prices.
but you have to have the app, or you have to mention the early bird special.
Okay.
This sounds like I'm
off the
pranking people,
menu.
but it's like no, it's really like, yeah, you have to be like, I want this, and they'll be like, oh yeah, good. I'll just bring that up at the end. $15. So
I paid like $100 like 2 weeks ago.
isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
And it's only from 9 to noon, like only the
Okay.
morning time,
Wow.
because it's obviously not very busy then. So they're just trying to get people in. But
Speaking of like kind of potentially pranking our audience, did you see that post by Paige Kyukko a few weeks ago? She was getting her nails done by a Vietnamese nail tech, and it
Yes.
was like, oh, that must have set you back some dong. And everyone's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, dong.
dong.
What? And yeah, she's like, Jake, are you messing with us? But no, I don't know why she didn't recognize the dong talk, but it's the real currency.
Oh man,
I'm not pranking you. But that was such a funny post.
Yeah, that is great. Just messing with an entire audience. Like everyone, every time you meet your Vietnamese friends, you're gonna
Mention it.
yeah. How's your burger? What is it? No, how'd you eat up? And I'll tell you. There was there were some inside jokes from the China trip on this trip. The big one that I could say, there's one video that Isaac loved to show people, the video of this Chinese guy that just basically said, here's all the cuss words I know.
Oh,
Hilarious.
that's a really funny video.
Isaac was like those were the things that people knew about him, was pickleball, mainly pickleball. So people were asking him all sorts of questions. So he was talking about it all the time. But then the other one is deal. You know that?
Yes.
Yeah. Great video. So funny.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. Basically, whatever. I don't want to get into it, but like, just like all of a sudden they're just like negotiating, whatever. Deal. And so by the end of the trip, not everyone, but the people that were kind of more into that insight, like, hey, what if we, get gas here and then we'll actually not eat till we get to Buc-ee's like an hour down the road. Oh, deal.
That was the inside joke from like our manufacturer.
That was one of, yeah, exactly. Oh, deal. I loved it, dude. Isaac, Jensen, and I especially. And then his dad by the end of the trip.
Really?
Jensen's dad's hilarious. Yeah, saying it. So anyway, just good times with, we got to have a really special like time of like just encouraging, affirming, whatever you call it, of Jensen, which was, I got weepy emotional doing it. And then we got to worship together, which was just so powerful. Just anytime guys get together to sing and worship was sweet. And so that was fun. And then one other little story is that Jensen's dad and Jensen, super quirky. Like if you've met Jensen, it's like, oh, then you meet his dad. It's like, that's where he gets all those ridiculous, like weird things he says. Like when Jensen gets off the phone, he'll be like, all right, .com or, all these different things.
Weirdo.
Yeah. Just all these funny things like that. And one of the things that they both love to do in the car together is put on the song We Are the World and just blast it at like full sound. It's like a 7-minute song.
Yeah.
And Jensen's dad will just be like, Bruce Springsteen's coming up. Bruce Springsteen, like say all the different people, and they kind of like impersonate the different singers and stuff.
Michael Jackson. Yeah.
And so I got to experience that multiple times with the trip where it's like, put on We Are the World. Let's get into this thing. It was great.
That's so funny.
Oh, Jake, I was gone for 5 days. I don't know how you do this, dude. You travel all the time. I can't sleep very well when I'm not in my own bed.
Oh no, you didn't bring your binky?
I didn't bring my wife, but that didn't matter.
To some people,
yeah.
one and the same.
One and the same.
Zach, what are you laughing about?
Come on. Seriously, Zach.
Zach, grow up.
Get
dude.
married and then you can laugh. I slept.
Well, let's see. Laugh.
I slept. I truly. This is no cap, dude. This is not me being bunk. This is not like some kind of invalid thing I'm doing here. This is real.
Yeah.
Facts. I slept poorly 5 nights in a row. Like woke up 4 or 5 times a night. Just really got home last night, slept like a light,
And
slept like a freaking light.
out like a light.
Hey,
Like a light.
hey.
Do the
like
Isaiah
New York
dance.
Knicks. Yeah.
But you were not capping about not being able to sleep.
No,
That
dude.
you were being 100.
I was keeping it 100 by telling you that I did not have a cap on, but I also did not lie about my caps. Right? That's
What is so funny to this kid?
Is he laughing?
What is so funny?
Stop laughing.
We're in the middle of an advertisement read.
We would never be funny on an ad read. This is serious.
I slept next to my binky last night
Yeah.
in cozier sheets, and boy, did it feel good.
Really?
We really do love our bed.
Yes.
We don't want to leave it.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. I know it's also, we got a king size bed. We got cozier sheets. We got cozier pillowcases. We got cozier blanket. It's all good. 40% off cozyearth.com. Promo code GRKC. Treat yourself. Treat the binky in your life.
And if you're you already have great bed sheets from Cozy Earth, don't stop there. There's pajamas. There's towels.
Oh, there's pajamas.
There's skincare. They got all sorts of stuff at cozyearth.com.
joggers.
So, yeah. Once again, just go there, cozyearth.com/Ghostrunners. Use our promo code GRKC for up to 40% off. That's amazing.
That's a lot.
You're not going to regret investing in your binkies.
Yep.
Yeah. So cozyearth.com/Ghostrunners.
I did a bit of golfing while you were golfing.
Oh, yeah?
Rachel and I went on a little double date
Okay.
and went out here to Shawnee Tomahawk Hills course. And I think we're back on a golf kick too.
Really? Okay.
For multiple reasons. One, so it was like the other couple, they were in their own golf cart. They were doing a little two-man scramble. Me and Rachel doing our own little two-man scramble.
Okay.
So playing against each other.
Fun.
And so on top of that, I incentivized Rachel. So I was like, all right, we're going to keep track of how many times we use your ball tonight, like in our scramble. If you, what was that?
That wasn't connected to Bluetooth. No one heard it. No one heard it.
I was like, all right, so if we use 5 or more of your shots, you get this like prize. If we use 9 or more of your shots, you get this prize. And there's like a grand prize, like 13 shots. So it was like a tiered system. And anyway, that works. Guys, if you need to get your girl into golf, incentivize them with material prizes.
Okay.
Because then Rachel was like locked in, golfed so well. She was joking. She's like, I found a way to make golf more expensive somehow. We're like doubling down, but we had a blast. We had so much fun playing. We shot under par together as like a 2-man scramble, and we never golf anymore. So
wow.
Yeah, we're like, we should just do this like once a weekend. Just go at like 6 p.m., go play 9 holes, sunset.
That sounds great.
I know, right?
That sounds very like, just really sweet, I guess.
It's a nice time. So yeah, we might be golfing this summer too.
Sorry, let me respond to Catherine real quick.
Oh, what's she going on about?
Are the dishes in the dishwasher dirty? And I kind of broke down. I think I left a few in there, and she's like, "There's not." Oh, whoops. Yeah. Sorry. The glass containers are clean. I never know where to put the glass containers. I just put them out on the counter. That's the one thing I don't know where to go.
How was Catherine this past weekend?
She was good, man. She said, overall, she seemed like she had a lot of help from my family, which was nice. And she made pizza on the pizza oven one night, which I was like, bold move. Like I would just do, bare minimum to get by. And she's, going above and beyond.
I had grilled cheese every meal.
Yeah. But she was great. They called me a few different times. Kids called me for Father's Day, which was sweet. But for the most part, she's pretty easygoing and pretty, nothing too crazy. There was one time she told me a story. She said, Bo is 5 years old and he, still needs help when he goes number 2, like wiping himself. Like partially our fault of being like, because if he doesn't do a good job, he smells and then whatever. That's an issue. So Hattie comes up and is like, Mom, Bo needs help, wiping. And Catherine's like, okay, I'll do it. And Hattie just goes, when I'm a mom, I'm going to teach my kids how to wipe themselves. And Catherine's like, yep, Hattie, you will be a better mom than me, whatever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
This is maybe weird to say, but okay, so this stems from Rachel and I go to church. Our pastor shows a video of his parents before they passed away. So they're like very old and they're talking about their relationship. It was a really, really sweet video. Probably the best part of the whole church service was just like them talking about how they met and how they care for each other. Just like this girl was saying, I got married when I was 18 and I thought that marriage was your husband showering you in gifts. And I got married and realized your husband or your marriage is when he takes out the trash without you asking. And all it was just like cool stuff. But they get talking about how they're having to take care of each other when they get older. And I couldn't help but think about like, Rachel and I taking care of each other. Who's going to be the one taking care? And so it started this conversation after church. I was like, who's going to have to wipe the other person first? That's what I got out of church. And I was like, man, of course I'll do it. But that first time, If I have to wipe you first,
Yeah.
that's gonna be something.
You just get a good bidet. Like, like I've thought about that. I was like, could our kids use the bidet? Is that a thing?
As going on probably a little over 2-year bidet user, bidet alone, man cannot eat on bidet alone.
Oh,
is
really?
what I'll say. Yeah,
You need some loaves with your fishes.
you need a little bit of loaf.
You need some bread with that wine. Okay, good to know. Dang.
Then again, maybe I'm just not.
No.
Maybe the pressure is not enough. I'm sure if you crank it up enough.
Man cannot live on bidet alone.
So that's all. That's all I have to say about that.
Okay, good to know. Dang.
So yeah, we're all talking wiping.
Anyway, yeah, Catherine did great. Isaac was great. I don't think I have much more. Oh, there was a funny little thing. So on the we drove from Gatlinburg to Lexington to stay on the way back, and we stayed at Jensen's cousin's house. Got there late, kind of not a distant relative, but yeah, obviously we didn't see them at all. But they had 3 little kids. They're all up in the second floor, sleeping up there. But they had a little old limpy dog that every once in a while came downstairs, and we had to go upstairs to shower at one point, and we noticed all the kids' rooms had their doors open, which that seems crazy to me. Like the doors were I was like,
because you're showering or because kids don't do that?
I just think I don't think that they leave their doors open to sleep. I guess that's my.
They're sleeping. Sorry, they're sleeping.
They're all sleeping. Yeah, it's 10:30.
Okay.
And they weren't some of them were wide open, some of them were cracked open. Jensen's cousin joked yeah, there's 2 spots downstairs on this huge couch we have, but then you'll have to pull straws and one of you can sleep in the baby's room. We have a queen size bed in there. And Jensen was like, that's clearly a joke. And then we get there, it's no, there's really only 2 places. So Jensen's like, they wanted one of us to sleep
in the baby's room.
In a new, a 1-year-old, what if we wake up that baby? All of us were absolutely not. For so many reasons, no, we're not doing that. Anyway, but I thought this was so funny. So there's this little dog, just kind of a mangy, kind of Scottish terrier, medium-sized little dog. Kind of. And Jensen goes, hey guys, I really can't imagine this being something that you need to know, but it's just too big of a risk not to tell you. He's like,
what a setup.
He's like, that dog is super, super easygoing. He won't bark. He won't make a sound. But if you do your voice in any sort of accent, he goes crazy.
Wait, what was the setup again? He said this probably won't.
Yeah, he's like
this probably won't affect you.
But I need to say it because what if because it's the rest of the house, all 5 other people.
You're saying deal,
are all sleeping. Yeah, and all of a sudden we make some accent say some story or something in a British accent.
And that just triggers the dog. The dog knows a Jamaican accent.
He's like, there's videos of it. I'm going to see if I can get a video, put it in here. But there's videos of him he's super chill. And then this owner changes their voice and makes different accent or something. And
wow,
he just goes absolutely bananas.
The dog's name is Rosetta Stone.
Yeah. I don't know. Isn't that wild though?
Yeah, it is.
And maybe it wouldn't be as big of a deal if they didn't know our voices already.
Yeah, I don't know about this. I mean, I would do some tests on this dog, maybe in the morning when no one's asleep, but just look at the dog. Hey, man.
Hey, man. Irie.
How much of an accent does it take for him to go berserk?
Right. And is it high pitched accent, low pitch?
Howdy, y'all.
What kind of accent you got, Zach?
What if Johnny Yusuf meets this dog?
Johnny Yusuf would be cooked. I think there's something wrong with your dog.
That was better.
Yeah, it's pretty mild.
Buy your dog for $150,000
for 1 million rupees.
Deal.
Yeah, what if you just have an accent? How do you hang out with this dog?
I don't know, man. I mean, this dog looks like he's on his last leg, literally. He is limping around.
Ugh. He's a lot like most, older things in life, currently limping around. Yeah.
He lives in Kentucky. He's old.
The dog in the South,
he's
limping
white.
around.
He's a white dog.
Yeah, you don't want those statues torn down.
No, I tell you what.
That's history.
Right. So, anyway, fun time.
Wow, you met a Southern racist dog. That's so
I never
perfect.
even connected to
Wow.
It's because you're doing a different racist accent. I was thinking British or something.
Oh, no, you can do British. You can do country.
Yeah.
You can do Boston. That's fine.
No. Irish. He actually loves Irish. Yeah. That's funny.
I'm going to San Diego in a couple days, and I remembered yesterday, I was like, I know I have a couple friends out there, but one of them, I met him after a show. I love this guy. I'm pretty sure he has a pickleball court in his backyard. I think you're friends with him. I was like, I got to connect with this guy.
Yeah.
And then I realized I didn't know his name. And I was like, if I don't know his name, maybe I shouldn't hit him up to hang out. What are our thoughts on that? Because I remember like the interaction. I remember what he looks like. And I remember we talked about playing pickleball together.
In general, I would say that's a good life motto to live by. But knowing this guy, his name's Jordan.
I was going to say Jacob. All right.
Wow.
What if I get like the syllables in the
What
first
up,
letter
Jay?
right?
Yeah. Well, you're not going to. Yeah.
Jim.
Okay. Syllables. Syllables of the last name. Could you do that?
I could not. No clue what they are.
Okay. I think he's the kind of guy, like he let me stay with him when I barely knew him.
Yeah.
Like he is awesome and so fun.
He
and
was
so
awesome.
cool.
J-Man.
Big J. Juicy.
Jay's in the house.
Yeah. I think you could do it if you wanted to.
Jordan. See, I probably have his phone number. I just didn't know what to look up because I couldn't remember it.
All I have is Oliver Kelly's phone number, actually. You know that? You don't listen to the podcast, do you? So you don't know about Ollie?
There he is.
I know about Oliver.
But you know who Olipop is?
Yeah.
You heard about the...
He told me about that last night.
Okay.
This is actually perfect. The first text he ever sent me was his address so I could send him paddles. So,
Wow.
easy peasy. I'll just show up.
Easy peasy lemon pickleball.
Squeezy. Oh.
Pickleball squeezy.
Anyway, that'll be fun. Next week, I'll have hopefully some fun stories of me, Rachel, and Isaac being flown out to participate in a birthday party in San Diego.
I was going to say, that's the gist of it. I don't think you've said anything about that on the podcast.
I hadn't. Okay, I couldn't remember. I hate thinking about repeating myself. But she's known as Horse Girl. She's known as Anna Buffini.
Mm-hmm.
She is like, hey, she hit me up a few weeks ago. I was like, I want to do a surprise birthday party for myself. What this means is you were invited. The surprise is on you guys. You don't know what's going to happen. So she's like, you want to come out? I'll pay for everything. I was like, yeah,
That
sure.
is so intriguing. Yeah.
Yeah. So me, Isaac, Rachel are all flying out there. Gonna try to see some friends. My dad's best friend from back in the day, Paul Shira, he was on the bachelor party trip.
Yep.
He's in San Diego. We're gonna get dinner with them. And anyway, so I have no idea what's in store for us, but I know all day Saturday we have plans.
So cool.
And it's some sort of surprise.
That's so...
It's gonna be awesome.
What would be your ideal? Have you thought about like what could happen? Because it's not going to happen. Like she's going to have some creative thing. It's probably not what you're thinking of anyway. But like,
I think typically I'm pretty reserved with like thinking because I don't want to get too excited about something that doesn't exist. So I'm just like, hey, whatever happens, happens. I even like when we were on the phone, I was like, I don't even want to hint. Like I don't want to know anything. Just like I don't even want to know any details. Actually, just tell me when and where I need to be somewhere.
It's like bring your swimsuit and a tuxedo.
Like sweet. So we are
wear
riding
the
horses.
tuxedo under your swimsuit. Figure that out.
I was giving her a hard time. We're flying out there this past Thursday when we were listening to this. And I was like, because originally she was like, the birthday party is Saturday, but you can come whenever you want if you want to like get here early. And I was like, you know, I think so. Anna is black, for those who don't, half black, half Irish.
Half bleeding Irish.
Yeah. It's,
Anna's bleeding birthday.
I was just giving her a hard time that I want to be flown out on Juneteenth. I think it makes sense to see her and her family. Like, I want to be there to celebrate.
Yeah,
so,
good for you.
I imagine Saturday is mainly about that.
Okay, good. Maybe.
That's the expectations I have.
That's Pride Month.
But it'll be really fun. I'm excited for the stories I'll have next week's episodes.
And you get to meet Bleeding Brian.
Yeah, I assume I'll get to meet him in person.
That's all I want to do is hang out with Bleeding Brian.
Bleeding Brian.
Oh, bleeding. I would have a hard time not talking like him.
Not like reciprocating.
You know how like sometimes you hang out with black
mirroring.
guys, you're like, oh yeah, what's up? Yeah, how you doing, man?
Yeah, what's up, bud?
Yeah. What's up, bleeder?
Dude, speaking of that, DJ Michael texted me a week or two ago. So he posted on his Instagram, like, I'm officially moving to Nashville. Probably like 2 days later, he texts me and is like, dude, I'm getting so into pickleball. How do I get your paddles? Like, I'm going to dive headfirst into pickleball. I responded like, wow, 1 weekend in Nashville, you're already white. He loved that. He's like posting that on his story. And so I text Scott, I'm like, hey, can you send Michael some paddles? He throws in some paddle covers for him. And Michael, it's like we threw in some Bitcoin for him or something. He is so overwhelmed with gratitude. He's texting me. He's up on his Instagram story right now is like a 30-second long thank you to Friday Pickleball because we sent him like a couple paddle covers. Like it's so...
Oh, the covers specifically got
I mean,
him
he
over the
can't
top.
believe the covers.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know what to call them. He's like, I don't even really know what these things are unless y'all treat your paddles crazy.
Paddle envelopes? I don't know what you
Yeah, he's like, we got paddle protectors. It's so funny just hearing him talk about it. Yeah. He's like, I got paddle protectors. Y'all treat your paddles crazy, I guess. I got to learn. He's just so thankful. So
that's amazing.
That's pretty fun.
Moving to Nashville. That's fun.
Yeah, he's in Nashville. Like, I got to get out there.
Yeah.
We should go. Guys, we should go. Road trip to Tennessee. When's the last time you did something like that?
I don't, had to be a couple hours ago.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
At this point. Tennessee was beautiful, dude.
Tennessee's great.
Not lying.
Yeah. I like Nashville a lot. I like Knoxville. Even Lexington.
Yeah, Lexington was cool.
Yeah. Performed there once, I think.
A lot of people crossing the road when they're not supposed to, though.
A lot of jaywalkers.
And I said that. I was like, dang, there's a lot of people like kind of fitting the vibe of Lexington with these people walking across. And Isaac's like laughing at me like, that happens in every city. I'm like, it's happened like 5 times in the 10 minutes we went to get coffee. Like, that's whatever.
How was the coffee there?
The one place we went was awesome. It was very good. It was not Main Street Roasters quality, but if Main Street Roasters provided for them, it would have been a great vibe. Like, they had an outdoor seating area that we sat in for a while. And yeah, all good. We had Keurig K-Cups, though, for the time in Tennessee. Mm. I got by, but not my favorite.
I got by.
Yeah.
Zach, it's fun to have you on the podcast because I feel like I've seen you a lot recently. Mm-hmm. There was one day we saw each other twice in one day.
That was a great day.
It's a crazy day, Brad.
Wait, twice in one day?
Yeah, you came over during the day to pick up some paddles for your little rendezvous.
Oh.
I don't speak French. What does that mean?
Oh.
And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want. And then drop up some footage. And then later that night, we saw each other at Culver's.
What were you doing at Culver's? And who were you
3 times in one day?
No, it was just 2.
Sorry, I got so excited. Yeah, but that 2 times
The gap in his
one day.
education is counting.
Yeah.
Yeah. The gap in my education is me just being dumb.
So, no, we did see you. We saw you in the parking lot. We were leaving. You're coming to Culver's. Mm-hmm. And then by the time I backed up my car, you guys were also leaving Culver's. What happened?
I have no
turned
idea.
away? You speak in an accent?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There was dogs in there. They did not like how we spoke. Mm-hmm. No, but we were going to Culver's. We had just played pickleball. We wanted ice cream. We wanted food. I thought, Culver's, best of both worlds. Food, ice cream.
You following, Brad?
Yes. I was a little delayed.
Yeah. I thought this was a great idea. Mm-hmm. They were on board. We get there. We're walking in the door. They go, you know what sounds better? McDonald's. So we leave the place we're already at to go to McDonald's. And then we just had the worst time at McDonald's. Oh. They forgot our orders. Oh. The ice cream wasn't mixed.
No. Why would you leave? Wait, not mix. They're like, or we can give you the packets if you want to mix it yourself. Yeah. Or why would you leave Culver's to go to McDonald's?
I have no idea. I don't know. It was not a good time.
That's a bummer.
And these friends of yours, I'd met them playing pickleball before, and they seemed normal, but they must not be.
I guess not.
Dang.
Secretly just...
You got out of the car before they said it?
They were like in Culver's, I think.
Walking into Culver's.
That's so messed up.
Bad friends.
Dude, can I cuss real quick?
Do it for me.
That's messed up, dude.
Brad.
Gosh. Mute me real quick.
I don't know how to mute you.
Messed up, dude.
What'd you get from McDonald's?
This guy's on his gains. He's just doing nothing but burger patties.
Cold fries.
And unmixed ice cream.
Unmixed ice cream.
It was horrible, man.
Dude, yeah, that's a bummer because Culver's is more expensive.
Yeah.
But Culver's is the Chick-fil-A of burger places. It's you know exactly what you're going to get at Culver's. Yeah. Like the quality will be high every time. McDonald's, I'm not a hater of McDonald's necessarily.
I am now.
I'm a hater of expecting anything higher than, like, if something bad happens at McDonald's, it's like, well, that's on me. I'm gambling with McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, it's like you go to the casino, you play blackjack, you expect to win a lot. Like
every time. Yeah.
Whereas like you lose your money at like picking a number in the roulette thing. It's like, well, yeah, I played roulette. Yeah. Like that's on me. Mm-hmm. It's not on, it's McDonald's is roulette. Yeah. The ice cream machine's down half the time. Yeah. The fries could be cold, could be hot, whatever. Yeah. Like,
you know what I like about Chick-fil-A and Culver's? When you first walk in, it's like a subconscious thing, but like, let me go back up. When you go to like a McDonald's or a Taco Bell, you're like, where are the workers? I see like maybe 2 of them. When you go into Chick-fil-A and Culver's, you're like, they have too many of them. Mm-hmm.
I think, yes.
Which I don't think they actually do. I think they're just incredibly efficient and they know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Culver's has so many.
They have so many.
Like there's 25 people back there.
But the line moves fast.
Mm-hmm.
They know what they're doing.
They
I
keep
like
the
that
line
about
moving.
them.
Absolutely. So,
You know, a place that has a lot of workers that I've never visited, I've never patronized, but I've seen from a distance. It's that club car wash, maybe. It's by the Chick-fil-A Ward Parkway one. It was always right there. And I worked for Kayla.
yeah.
They always had like a million high school boys just ready to like, I guess, wipe down your car.
just baking in the sun.
Why were
Yeah.
there so many of them outside? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what
Yeah.
is that? What is that business? I mean, it's a car wash, but like,
Yeah.
why are there so many boys out?
I knew a guy that youth group kid worked there, and I think he got a lot of tips. He said for like, because like you could get your car detailed potentially, like you could go that high up in the
maybe
process.
you're doing a little bit of that too.
I mean, like not like a $300 detail, but like a $100 detail kind of
Quick
thing.
vacuum or something.
Yeah. So
It just really seemed like just so many boys just
So
with
many
towels.
boys.
I was like, there's no way there's this much demand, but I never went there, so I don't know.
I don't know either. I do think it does. It seems like we're 10 years too late, but it feels like the car wash industry would have been a good one to get into.
Yeah,
Like those things are humming through people
they are
always.
You got a car wash membership?
Yeah.
Zach, you got one?
I do. I've been trying to cancel it, and I don't know how.
You just cancel your credit card. Joke's on them. Obviously, then
Wow,
you have
yeah.
to jump through a few hoops after that.
Yeah,
but
that's
that is
great.
one way of doing it.
My car wouldn't be insured anymore, but wouldn't
Yeah.
have to pay for my car wash. That's great.
There you go. What? How can you not cancel it? What are you trying to do?
Well, I've gone through the line before, and I was like, I want my membership canceled. It's like $10 a month. That's crazy.
yeah.
And they gave me a QR code, and they were like, I can't do it. Go online and do it. And
Yeah, I
then I
don't
lost
like-
the
I don't-
QR code, and I just haven't been back since.
So you're not trying that hard. Let's be honest.
Well,
I will give you that. I don't like the we can't do it though.
see, I'm sure they could.
And
Like,
when you're
you
at their place of business, they
scan this
can't-
for me.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you scan it.
Yeah.
I want to give you my cell phone and you do it.
Yeah.
Where was I at recently where they couldn't do something that was, I don't know, it doesn't matter, but
Yeah.
I don't like that feeling.
It is frustrating. It's like there's nothing we can do. This is higher up than us. And it's like, well,
Is it really?
is
I
it
remember
though?
it
Yeah.
when Chipotle first came out with quesadillas, you couldn't order it standing right in front of them. It was online only for quesadillas. I was like, no, it's not. It's right there. Hey, you gotta do it on the app. I'm like, what if I do it in English? Still no.
Yeah. Do you think that's because it takes too long, or what's the reasoning for that?
Good question. I don't know.
Because it's like I have seen that too. It's online only. It's like you guys spent like it looks like a pretty big machine that they put the quesadillas in or whatever. I don't know. Have you gotten one?
No, always forget.
Yeah, kind of lame. Because you can get like the amateur quesadillas, but there's like high end quesadillas. Zach, we're gonna do an improv game real quick for an ad read for Main Street Roasters. All right,
Okay.
ready? Pretend like you're really tired.
Wait, well, the camera on you. Camera on you.
Cam. Oh man, he's so tired. You can't even change over the camera. Now pretend that you just drank some Main Street Roasters.
Camera back on us. Camera, you're not Star Show. Thanks.
Now pretend like you just drank some Main Street Roasters and see how you feel now.
I feel great, Brad.
Really?
Yes.
What? Why?
Because I just drank Main Street Roasters.
Really?
I did.
That's coffee?
It's the best coffee.
Is it from Napanee, Indiana?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Is it owned by a great family that listens to the podcast?
How did you know? It is.
I know because I know them, dude. I've met them now. We're friends.
Wow.
Yeah, Millers, dude. And like, where exactly is that coffee? Like, you drank it?
I did drink it. I put it in a cup and then I drank it, and now I feel great.
Do you feel it like in your veins, dog?
Do you feel it right here?
Everywhere.
Show me where you feel it,
I
dog.
feel it here.
feel it right here,
I feel it here. I feel
Yeah.
a little bit in here.
You feel that coffee in your veins, dog?
Yeah. The camera
Oh,
wasn't
no.
on me, so it didn't see.
No problem, dog. No problem, dog.
It's okay,
No problem,
dog.
dog. No problem. No
problem.
I read, dog.
Yeah.
Dude, and do you prefer your coffee single origin, or do you prefer like a flavored blend from Main Street Roasters, K-Cup maybe?
So me personally, I prefer the single origin.
Do you?
I do. Yeah.
There and did you pay full price for this, Zach, or did you go
No.
90% of full price with the promo code GRKC at mainstreetroasters.com?
I used the promo code with GRKC at the promo code
Good. At mainstreetroasters.com.
at Main Street Roasters.
That's so good.
Best,
Wow.
Best decision I ever made.
Wow.
This has been a real life scenario.
Paid actors.
Yeah, this is like when you watch a Dateline or 2020 dramatization
Yeah.
of real events, closely inspired by real events.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I
Dog,
borderline. I'm gonna say I'm addicted to Main Street Roasters.
I'm a fiend.
I'm an MSR fiend, dog.
Main fiend roasters. Don't go to that website.
No. Go to mainstreetroasters.com, though.
90% of full price. I don't know what that comes out to, but I know GRKC will get you there.
Every time. Every time.
Real life scenario drill over. Back to the episode.
Wow.
Going back to the car wash thing, something I've noticed is there's always a guy, and he never smiles. This is the guy who is waving you in.
Put in neutral, no brakes.
So good. Yeah, 2 observations about this guy. One, I feel embarrassed for some reason, or like I just feel nervous that I'm not lining it up properly. I don't know why I get nervous. I think I nail it.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, he sees cars do this all day long. I wonder if I'm doing it as good as the other cars. I'm just like trying to get it perfect. That's one thing. The second thing, you watch the car in front of you go, you watch your car go. He's only spraying the left side of my car. No.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? Like he's not doing a full 360. He stays on the left side the whole time, waving people in and just like
neutral, no brakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes over there.
No.
Put in neutral, no brakes.
He just stays on that side. It's like, okay, you lightly sprayed the bugs off the left side of my car. They never go around.
You might need to come to mine.
Where do you go?
They got 2 guys. I don't remember what it's called, but it's down like 2 minutes from our house.
You love it, huh?
I'm satisfied. Yeah, it's great. Right. They got guys on both sides spraying down.
Maybe I will.
So
I'm at Go Car Wash. No reason.
Okay, I know the one.
Yeah,
that's great.
All right, I'll try them out.
What's mine called? Tidal Wave, maybe? Nah, maybe that's the old one. I can't remember, but not bad. I'll just say that much.
All right. I'm glad we talked car wash.
Wow.
We were talking about Zach's eating. Shred update. How are we all doing? I know Zach, along with us, also trying to get healthy. You did 75 hard. Was that the beginning of this year?
Yeah, so I started the year with 75 hard.
Your voice is too deep. Go back to normal.
Start the year with 75 hard.
Yeah, 75 hard. Turned into Johnny Yusuf for a second. I started my year.
He's not a leprechaun, dude. I started the year at the bleeding 75 hard.
What is Johnny Yusuf?
He's Egyptian.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Maybe at day 75, I'll get to the rainbow.
Yeah, but I did 75 hard. Well, I didn't do it. I got 67 days into 75 hard. But
tell everyone what 75 hard is.
Okay, 75 hard is every single day for the first 75 days of the year. You have to read 10 pages of a book, drink a gallon of water, do an outside 45-minute workout, inside workout.
Okay.
Strict diet, no cheat meals, no alcohol. Hardest part for me, that was the alcohol.
Yeah.
But
you're a big bourbon guy.
Yeah.
Kentucky boy.
You know me, I can't help myself. But it was great. In the 67 days that I did it, I lost 25 pounds.
Cool.
I did it in Nicaragua. I did it at like midnight in freezing weather. It was a great thing for me, but I failed because one day I had a 103-degree fever. And I just could not get it done.
Dang.
But yeah, it was great. And then
what'd you do after that? So you get a fever, day 68, you rest. Do you go back to working out, or like what are days 69 through 200?
I never stopped working out. I've been pretty consistent with the working out, but the diet, that's what kills me. The diet's been really hard to be consistent with.
Yeah, not next ice cream.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I know. So 68 was just a lot of regret. That's what happened that day. And then from then on, it's been like this week, I'm locking back in.
Yeah, I'm back.
Abs before summer. And then the next week, Papa John sounds really good.
Yeah.
So I'm just like in this limbo of like,
you're working out,
health.
But the eating comes and goes.
Yeah. So I think I'm just about maintaining where I was by the end of 75 hard. So
how are the abs right now?
Oh, flabby. Very flabby.
Prove it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, hey, eating means you get stronger. So my bench has gone up 20 pounds in the last month.
I did
Attaboy.
See a video of you bench pressing. Mm-hmm. And if I may say...
No.
So, Brad, when you do the bench press...
Yes.
Would you say you go down to your chest, or would you say you go down to where Zack goes down?
Whoa.
Called out,
bro.
I wasn't planning on bringing this up. You brought up bench press.
Don't bring it up.
It's a simple question for Brad.
I go down to my chest.
Okay. Wait, can I interject?
You may.
Can I interject? Are you sure?
You need to get something off your chest, or
Yeah,
maybe you
It's
don't
really
actually. It sounds like
the angle is deceiving.
Oh.
I recorded at a low angle, so it's like, can you not see? But if you look at my elbows My elbows go parallel with my body.
I didn't look at the elbows.
The elbows go parallel with my body.
I was looking at his hands go down like 6 inches and just like kind of thinking like, his chest isn't that high up. So I mean,
my chest is pretty high up.
I can't imagine that touching his chest.
I was looking at his hands not go down to his chest. That's how I
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. It does, I swear.
That's good.
All right, I'll give you a benefit of the doubt. It was a weird angle.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of weight.
It was so much
regardless,
weight.
I mean, I'm impressed.
That
Thank
boy.
you. I appreciate that.
Lift hard, baby. Lift heavy.
What about you guys? Shred?
I would say I'm on the same. I've been decently consistent with the activity. I've been less consistent with the food recently. So yeah, that's. I mean, I just went to bourbon country, and all the hot dogs at the turns, and the all the different stuff that.
Dude, I go for it while you can before you get a tick bite. Eat as many hot dogs at the turn as you can. Do it for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could.
Oh yeah, just like had peach rings this weekend.
Rachel was just talking about peach rings.
Those things don't got a style, man. I don't care what brand. I'm not loyal to any brand anything they got. Generic, whatever. Peach rings are nice.
Peach rings.
It's like one of those things you never seek out, but when they're there, all right.
I'll take 20.
Yeah, I'll inhale. I'll house those bad boys.
I'll take 2 handfuls, please. Thanks.
So yeah, I need to get back on the grind a little bit, but beach season's coming up, so
Go see Getaway.
yeah, abs by Getaway.
Abs by Go see Getaway.
Yeah, so
I think I've been thinking about this recently. I think for me, getting back into working out post mole removal surgery in China, that was harder than starting fresh like January.
why do you think that is?
I don't know. Something about like in January, there was a lot of build up to it. I was so excited to like, I'm going to start taking this seriously. I'm going to eat healthy. Like there was a lot of like momentum going into it. It was like, I'm rocking myself like into it.
Yeah.
And then after taking a break and going to Asia and everything, I had no momentum rocking me back into it.
Yeah.
I just had to like drag myself back. It's so hard to get back in a routine.
Yeah, which is interesting because I feel like for me, it's easier to do that kind of stuff in the summer versus the winter.
Really?
Because the winter, it's just like, I just want to be cozy at home and sit there and, veg out kind of thing.
Veg out.
Yeah. With ironically, not with veggies.
Yeah. Carn out.
Carb out.
No, but I am doing well now. It was really tough in like May to get back into it. But now that it's summer for Rachel, we go to Lifetime together almost every day.
Yep.
It's super fun.
That's great.
She started off like we would do the same workout together. She's now found her own girl workout. We kind of, we're trading spots in the gym.
That's fun, though.
It is fun.
You're there together.
Yep. We go a lot. So
That's
it's really
sweet.
fun.
Good.
Abs by Getaway.
Abs by Getaway. That's what we always said.
Yep.
Dude, that just reminded me. This is so funny. Rachel would be great to tell a story, but 2 different times this week, I had someone. All right, let me just tell the story. So Rachel and I went to Strang Hall. It's a nice little it's like a cafeteria almost, like 7 different restaurants in one spot. A guy comes up to us who I guess works there and is just being friendly and just like, how you guys enjoying your meal? Great. There's an art museum up the road. Oh, okay, cool. He's just happy to be talking to someone. Lots of conversation. And then he's talking to me about they're opening a new char bar down south and it's going to have pickleball courts. And I said, I was just at the char bar in Parkville. There's pickleball courts a couple days ago. And he's like, it's funny. I heard that there's guys out there who they take this pickleball stuff serious.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys, they're out there, they're reserving courts. They're not like guys like you and me who just want to have a beer and go play a game. And I don't correct him. I just let him do his thing. But I was like, what about me gave off that all I want to do is have beer?
Oh, yeah.
Guys like you and me.
Well, you've been growing out the mustache.
Honestly, that may be it.
Yeah.
Growing the mustache and maybe I hadn't showered in a couple days. Guys like you and me. We're not
We
going to the gym. We're having a beer, maybe one game of pickleball.
Pilsner and a little bit of pickleball. But
yeah. So it was kind of funny. We were very much just, we were friendly, entertained that, whatever. Didn't think much of it. And then literally the next day, I guess I'll just call him out for it. So then I'm at the Lifetime pool a couple days ago. I ran into Will Severance and we're talking about something. He's asking if we ever take advantage of some of the classes there or anything. And no, we've never done any of the classes. We don't do.
Will loves to promote this stuff. Yeah.
We don't do yoga. And he's like, you guys should do it. It's a great stretch. I notice it for days afterwards. And there's guys in there, he's like, Jake, I mean, there's guys who look like you and me in there. And I really didn't think much of it at the time, but it was Rachel who brought it back. She's like, man, 2 days in a row, you've been told what kind of guy you are. And she's like, for the record, I think you look better than Will does. And I was like, that's so, I was like, I didn't even think about that. I don't think I have a great sense of what I look like.
Yeah.
But that's so funny that Rachel was like, don't talk about him that way. He's
Guys like you and
he has
me.
like, he looks good. Come on.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Back-to-back days.
You know,
Guys
just-
like me and you.
Just guys like you and me.
You know, we got a few extra pounds. We like her beer, right?
Yeah,
We're
you
not
know.
really into the pickleball.
Yeah, we've had some peach rings in the past few years.
Yeah, guys like you and me, man.
You know,
we get
we
it.
are one and the
UFC
same.
fights this weekend.
Right.
Guys like you and me.
Come on.
We'll be
Yeah.
into it. Couple dogs, couple glizzies.
Could microbrew later.
Ooh, watch some Joey Chestnut highlights. What are we thinking? So
Those
yeah,
guys do that. They watch Joey Chestnut.
recently I've just been on a roll.
That's funny.
Where people are like, I mean, we're one of the same.
Will
I get
cracks
it.
me up, man. Will, that's so Will. I've heard him give that exact same speech to me, like
Really?
or something
like,
along.
"You gotta
like,
go to yoga, man."
Dude, yoga's great, man. You can borrow my mat. Like, I'm like,
The mat's not what's holding me back.
he called me the other day. He's like, I've been running. Just figured you might want to come run with me. I'm like, I would never want to do that.
Guys like you and me, we don't run.
I'm like, and he's like, I run really slow. I'm like, that's not, I just don't like the idea of running. Like, I will run on the basketball court or like do cardio.
I need a ball. I need
I
something.
need a point. I need a reason to do it besides just like, we just ran to that spot and went back and talked.
I would even run from someone. I would almost consider that a point.
That's fun. Yeah. Like hunting, like human hunting.
The most dangerous game.
Yes,
I would do that.
Honestly, that
I would-
sounds fun.
I would get in a hit and run. That sounds fun. Hit and fun.
Hit and run is good. Yeah. I think run and gun, like a offense, you know,
Shotgun only.
shotgun only. No, I think the idea of like, okay, there's 10 guys with dodgeballs and you have a basketball court and you just have to sprint to the other side and touch the other wall without getting hit. That sounds kind of fun.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be fun to even take a weekend, like a guy's trip, and do these like Mr. Beast type challenges. Like 10 of us are the CIA agents. Like you get like
Yeah.
4 acres down in Lewisburg. We're going to try to find you.
Now that's a business idea. Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
it's like a large escape room kind of thing, but like, yeah, a much higher scale, much more like expensive version of it.
And kind of like how paintball courses have just like large spools of twine. Like, where do you
Yeah.
get these spools from?
There's a spool factory.
There's
Yeah.
like one of those like guns from Despicable Me. It makes the spool 10 times bigger.
Right.
Anyway, we would have spools out.
We'd spool.
We would have hiding spots.
I think it'd
We'd
be
have like
awesome.
little care packages. You throw a
Yes,
little smoke bomb
dude.
down. You get like a
Yeah.
care package dropped in.
Surely you can get a drone that you could figure out how to drop something like that.
Artillery strike. A paintball artillery strike. That would be sick.
That seems easy. Right?
Johnny
Or just
Yusuf?
do fireworks. Like just shoot
Yeah, there
fireworks
you
out
go.
into the air.
Dude, that could be a fun business idea though.
I think it'd be awesome.
Guys hunting guys.
GHG.
Yeah.
Cool.
We have an app for it. Like a grinder.
Yeah. Something like guys hunting for guys. Oh man.
I'm gonna look into that after this episode.
Anyway, no, I won't talk about it. Anyway, yeah. I don't. It wasn't adjacent to that necessarily, but
Anyway, guys like you and me, we'll probably start something like that.
I should say we should. I should say.
Um,
Oh,
I
Zack.
am getting excited for the Ghostrunners getaway. The like second half of the deposits have all started coming in the last couple days.
Yep.
So that's exciting.
Yep, it is going to be
People are like really locking in. Like they're
legendary.
coming.
Yeah, got a call with Hortensia soon enough. We're gonna talk through the menu, el menú, as they say in Mexico, where she's from.
Yep. Dog would hate it.
She doesn't speak English. What if we just told everyone that the first
Hey,
week?
if you do speak English, speak really
Like, she
slowly.
understands it, but she won't respond. You know, like,
Spanish or Italian, if you know it, only. Yeah, getaway will be fun. Should we do our reviews of the week? Should we end that way?
yeah,
Just this new idea, though.
Zach, you can put the actual video in post, but can we just listen to this audio? Jensen just sent me a video of this dog going crazy.
Can't wait.
What's Kamala? It is a racist dog.
This is the dog just listening to Kamala Harris.
So it's a racist dog at this point.
Yeah.
Or at least a Republican. Which these days, what's the difference? Am I right?
Yeah, that's the main thing you could take away. Like we know how it voted. Kentucky.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
so funny.
Anyway, okay. Reviews of the week.
Reviews of the week. All right. This looks like a Good one. Oh, yeah. This is from Corn Sweats.
Corn Sweats is a great one, yeah.
I started listening to you a few years ago after hearing about you from Jean Shorts. Hey, Jean Shorts Trickle Down.
Okay.
I dove in deep, listening to old episodes while keeping up with the current ones. You guys were a constant source of laughter during my days at home with kids. I look forward to working out every day because it was my dedicated listening time. I was surprised by how much we had in common. I'm Jake's age. I homeschool our kids. I live 20 minutes from Rachel's hometown. Whoa. I don't know where that is. And my husband graduated from UNI. I frequently would tell my husband that Brad or Jake had said on the pod. I had told my husband something that Jake or Brad said on the pod. I tried to get him to listen to no avail. Then disaster struck. At the beginning of this year, I felt the Lord telling me to give up your podcast. I fought for it for a while. I'm nervous where this is going. I fought for it for a while. I mean, how could listening to a clean podcast by two funny Christian guys that brought me joy be something bad? Clearly, I misunderstood God. After a month or so, though, I did the hard thing and gave up Ghostrunners. Life felt empty. Colors were less vibrant. I didn't laugh nearly as often. But then a funny thing happened. One night, my husband and I watched an episode on YouTube. Then we watched the next and the next, and we haven't stopped since. The other night, he was proud to show me how much of the intro song he knows. He points out things that remind him of the pod. We bought Friday paddles for our anniversary. We just got done playing pickleball on Dyke. Oh, yes.
Evil Skeevers.
A great spot. And he made sure to drive by a certain, not quite open yet, coffee shop. That's amazing. That's so cool. Mm-hmm. The podcast is driving joyful Java customers. It turns out I had to give you up to gain something more. I'm proud to be a ghostie once again, this time with my favorite person right alongside me, sharing all the fun. Thanks for bonding us together even more. You guys are great. Thank you, Corn Sweats.
Corn Sweats.
Wow. Who are you? I can't believe you grew up 20 minutes from Dyke, New Hartford.
That is crazy.
And when you're listening to this, today is the grand opening of Joyful Java, so you can go now.
Joyful Java.
They've had their soft opening for about a week or so now.
Cool.
Open to like private friends, and it's going well. It's fun.
Tell them Jake and Brad sent you, and you get was it 60% off? I think
60% of whatever you
want. They do
upcharge
a lot though, so maybe just pay the regular price.
Tell them we sent you.
Yeah. Niners fan is the name of this review. 5 stars. Just want to say a heartfelt thank you for all the laughs. I've been listening since 2020. And like so many other fans/listeners, you've gotten me through so many rainy days, but also sunny days. I had to stop for a minute though. Another person that's stopping and listening for a second.
All right, that's the key.
Had to stop for a minute though because I'm a 49ers fan and I was heartbroken and bitter, okay? Really just talking it out. But I can't blame you for being Chiefs fans, and that didn't last long anyway because I couldn't stay away. Everyone should listen to this podcast because not only are these 3 hilarious, they also keep you up with what's new and trending. That's me.
That's us.
Latest food, health news, celebrities, movies, shows, podcasts, sports, and even travel destinations and games. Just yesterday morning on the Today Show, Branson, Missouri was listed as number 4 on Summer Trends travel list. What? I'd never even heard of Branson before these guys. And Mahjong was listed as number 1 on Summer Trends events list.
Wow.
I took a picture of the lists, but don't know where to upload it because the guys haven't taught me that yet.
What do you mean?
Anywhere you want. Facebook group. Anyway, so thankful for your laughs and knowledge. Please don't stop potting, and everyone give it a listen. That was from Mama Rules for OC.
That was from Niners fan.
Name of the review was Niners fan.
Oh, my bad.
Mama Rules for OC. So, thank you, Mama.
You got this, Mama Rules.
Mama Roo. Sounds like a term of endearment for moms. It's okay, Mama Roo.
Mama Root. They said Mama Root. I was like, that sounds like a tincture. I go, oh, you got a sore throat. Have some Mama Root.
It sounds like some like small town like, oh, you're sad. You need to go to Mama Root.
You gotta go to Mama Root. Jeff, you fixed up in a jiffy.
That's right.
All right. Would you like to end this episode with a jingle, gentlemen?
We're gonna try this. Okay. So, Alden Cronin, a great fan of the pod.
Great name.
On September 27th, you're like, whoa, September 27th. It's June by now. September 27th, 2021.
Whoa.
What?
Sent us, hey, somebody should do a jingle. You guys should do a jingle to No Sleep Till Brooklyn by the Beastie Boys. And I responded, I could definitely do that. Someone would need to write it though. And then he wrote it. And I don't know that song very well, so I don't know why I said I could do it.
That day is today.
We're going to try it. I'm going to send it to you actually, Jake. I'm going to forward it to you.
Oh, sweet.
Because I think it's one of those things where it's just
talking.
It's just the Beastie Boys. The lyrics of this one is great because it talks about Jake being single. This is from 2021. There's some inside jokes in there that are great. But shout out Alden Cronin. You've been a fan for a long time. And yeah, let's do this. Let's rock.
So funny. This was written probably like 2 days after I met Rachel. That's great.
Really?
Right around there.
September 21?
Late September.
Do you remember? Late. All right. So, Zach, we're going to say no sleep till, all of us together.
Yeah.
And then you're going to press play on the instrumental track that I sent you.
Okay.
You see I sent you that
Yeah.
track? Okay. And it starts out right here. No sleep. Okay, right there.
Yeah, something like that.
Ready? So we're all going to say no sleep till.
Okay.
Ready?
No sleep till. Kinda.
Pretty good.
There's like a little bit of silence in the beginning, so I'll do it like a little.
We're going to go again.
Oh, we're doing it again. Oh, okay, we're doing it again.
We're
I thought
pretty
that was a
raw with it.
practice.
No, this
I'm
is
sorry.
great. Keep it all in. Keep it all in.
Life isn't perfect, Zach. You'll realize that someday.
And turn up the audio track just a little bit. We bring some energy. You don't?
Okay.
Maybe
Could
it's
be
my
a
headphones. All right, ready?
Yeah.
No sleep till. Yeah.
Wow.
We knew that song well. That's why I've been practicing that for almost 4 years
4
now.
years. That's
Yeah.
why we waited.
No sleep. Wow.
Oh, thank you, Zach.
Of course.
Nailed it, Zach.
Yeah.
So
Good stuff.
Where do we go from there?
we sign him off. Zach,
Yeah.
Zach, do the sign off. You don't know how to do it,
3,
Zach.
2, 1.
Thank you everyone for watching so much. If you're new here, thank you for listening and watching. If you're not new here, thank you for staying loyal like I know you are. Thank you for being here. Man, have a great day. Pound it noggin. See ya.
Say love you guys.
Love you guys.
Nailed it.
And say thank you. I don't know if he said thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Thank you.
Ghostrunners Podcast. Everybody.